MJU finalists do their first fashion show and receive their sashes, but no one expected a new competitor.
I didn't feel comfortable coming in there knowing that all these girls are gonna look at me like I wasn't here before.
Invite Productions presents Making Miss Jamaica Universe. Now it's official, the finalists that will compete for the Miss Jamaica Universe crown. Charmed by the atmosphere of their new home, the contestants now begin to let their hair down. Some careful not to get too relaxed.
The competition is hard work, but it's fun. So I describe it as hard fun. I never paid much attention to pageants really growing up. I was just always into my own little world, where it has to do with insects. Julian might tell you that too. Where it has to do with just nature, because I just liked outdoors.
My first pageant was when I was 7, the NAACP pageant, and I won. It was a good experience, and I wouldn't say I learned a lot from it because I really don't remember it, but I wouldn't say I was a pageant girl. I was more into sports, getting dirty, climbing trees, but I did pageants also, so that's kind of a twist. Most pageant girls are very prissy, and I don't know.
I've always liked the idea that I'm a princess. So yes, of course, I always love makeup and love dressing up and feeling like a dolly.
As a child, most young girls like Barbie and they like to emulate her. That's also one of the reasons why I was drawn to pageantry, the whole princess-like aura of it. Getting on a stage, performing my talent piece, which was dance, of course.
When I would see Princess Diana, I would, instead of calling her a princess, I would think of her as a beauty queen. And I noticed that you'd always see her face and how much of an impact she had and how much involved in the community they were.
I used to idolize Miss Kenya and Miss Venezuela from Miss Universe and stuff like that. All those people who comment on Facebook about all of us, they just have this one mentality that Jamaica should be represented by a white Indian girl, and that's just not Jamaica.
Exactly.
You find like girls like Kenya and Trinidad send them nice dark-skinned girls. Jamaica wants a brown Indian girl to go represent them. And I just marvel at how beautiful those girls are.
Every year for the Miss World pageant and the Miss Universe pageant, we normally just get together as a family, and from the whole introduction of the ladies to the public, then we'll sit and we'll try to determine who has the better personality, who's more fierce and stuff like that. My dad, I think he has a 4-eye because he always see the winner, and that person he always call out to be the winner. And they, in July or August when the show is, then they're always the winner. And he has a thing that the narrow-faced girls always win, but I'm far from being narrow, so my daddy better get it right this time and it better be with me or else.
I always used to watch Miss Jamaica and other pageants on TV. So I've always had an interest in pageants. Unfortunately, I was a bit shy. So I remember in primary school I used to say to the girls, let's have a pageant, but I'd always be a judge. I'd never be a contestant. Once I was a contestant and I won. But there's a bashful side of me that I'm trying to get rid of, that I need to get rid of.
I'm the only girl of 2 boys, so I was basically the standout one. I was born on my mother's birthday too, so hey, and I'm more only girl, so I was always fascinated with girly stuff, and my mommy always had some really huge heels, and ever since I could remember, I was always trying them on and modeling. And when I used to come home from school with my friends, we'd go in her closet and put on her shoes and come out modeling. So I was always fascinated with modeling.
I used to walk around in heels all the time. And maybe like some fancy night dresses and stuff like that. I used to pretend I was a model. It's something I've always wanted to do. I actually did it when I was younger, maybe 15. I entered Miss Westmoreland Fashion. That was like a walk through a park for me. It was wonderful. It was something I enjoyed. Of course, I was much slimmer then, so it was easier. After time, I think education became the order of the day, so that's where I had stepped away from that. But it's something I've always wanted to do.
Entering a beauty pageant was never really a dream of mine. It was more of like my mom's dream. When I was younger, she sent me to multiple Lisa Hanna workshops when she first won Miss World for like grooming and stuff like that, because I was a straight tomboy. Like, I rode bicycles, like I come home, rode my bicycle, played video games, did stuff like that. Being a girl, I never wore a dress until I was around 13 years old. I was always like tights and pants and stuff like, and shorts and stuff like that. No dress, no skirt. My mother could never get me one, never. But now I have a greater appreciation for pageants. The whole culture of it isn't as foolish as I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot more to it than just, oh, I'm modeling on stage and, you know, I'm pretty and foolishness like that.
It's an opportunity to represent your country, to be an ambassador for not only beauty but intelligence and empowering women. So it's very important to me, and I am giving it my all.
Being beautiful, you have a certain aspect where people look at you and look up to you, and the fact that you can use the beauty to actually do something, it always intrigued me.
When we return, surprise, surprise, a new face joins the competition.
A lot of people had problems. I didn't feel comfortable coming in there knowing that all these girls are going to look at me like I wasn't here before.